They listen.
It's a done deal.
They hold them in storage too long. Let this boy fight.
Man, shout out to PGO podcast, man.
I appreciate that.
You already know, man. Representing Philly, North Philly, you big Zack. You know what I'm saying? With my man Anthony, Messenger Thompson. I'm trying to tell you, back in the day, it was all that.
Man, you already know. PGO, Put Your Gloves On podcast. Shout out to my guy, Ian Thompson, the Messenger. He was that man back in the day. Y'all don't know. That's all I grew up watching. Ian Thompson, me, Hopkins, my brothers. That's what I got my style from. Moving all together. Shout out to my guy, Ian Thompson. PGO, Put Your Gloves On. 18 music, you already know.
PGO Nation, what's good? It's your boy Anthem Messenger, along with the co-host Wild Weezy, social media encyclopedia, and we got our special guest. I told this young man that I was going to get him on a podcast, and he kept his word. First, I want to make sure. Can you hear me, Zach? Zack Attack.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, man, it's an honor for me to introduce one of the hottest and youngest prospects coming out of Philly, Zack Attack Chapman. What's going on, man? How you feel, man?
I feel good. I'm happy to be on here.
So, but before we start, I'm just going to ask you a question. Compare your nerves, if any, compared to a fight. Now you on social media, you on a podcast, the PGO podcast with myself, Wild Weezy. How do it feel? And does that nervousness? Are you nervous? Any anxiety?
I feel a little nervous, like it's a little because it's different. I'm not used to doing podcasts and stuff like this.
Oh, you're not used to? Well, don't get used to it, brother, because it's coming. Weezy, I don't know if you can hear me, but is there anything that you want to say right now before we go ahead and get started? Weezy, you want to say something? Well, I know he can't. So TY can't hear us. But is there anything you want to say? So he don't want to say anything. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but listen, we're gonna make this thing work. Listen, I'm excited. I was thinking, how can I make a tribute? Because I'm actually envious of you. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I was coming up in the Nationals, Zach, I always wanted to win a belt. Ain't nothing like having a belt. I won 6 Nationals straight. Back in my day, the Nationals was a little bit different, right? You only had like 3 major Nationals. In a year that they was giving out the belts for the Golden Gloves, I lost to Demetrius Hopkins. And I never made it to the Silver Gloves. Tiger and Rock and Dynamite and all them guys was bringing home belts. And I was salty, man. And I didn't get any belts. So we're going to turn into your tribute. I think this is one of the best tributes that I made. I made some good ones, but I think I did myself in. So this is for you, Zach. When I'm finished, it's going to be all yours, all right? So let's get ready to check out this tribute and tell me what you think, man.
The GOAT. This is not the GOAT. You want to see the real GOAT? Do you want to see who's the real GOAT? I'll show you the real GOAT. I'll show you the real GOAT. This is not the GOAT. This is not the GOAT. You want to see the real GOAT? Do you want to see who's the real GOAT? I'll show you the real GOAT. I'll show you the real GOAT.
That right there, bro. To me, that takes a cake. This is not the GOAT. This is not the goat. You want to see a real goat? I'll show you a real goat. It's you. Listen, man. You sitting up there with everything that I desired, that all the fighters desired. Everybody choose to have these belts, man. How do it feel to have all those belts, man? And where the hell do you got them at?
To be honest, now, well, most of them in my dad car now.
In the
He used to
car.
have them. Yeah, they in the car, they in the truck.
All right, go ahead.
They used to be hung up on the wall in the basement. But to be honest, the belts, I don't really care that much about the belts now, cause
Yeah, I guess you don't when you want
yeah,
so many.
I'm used to it now. I've been winning them since I was 8. So like now, they don't really mean nothing to me no more.
So listen, we're gonna get ready to run this down, man. I want y'all to understand that this is what the PGO Nation needs to get behind. A strong black young man who's doing great. And you are into one of the top schools in Philadelphia, engineering science. That's like the top 2 or 3 schools. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, it's definitely up there. One of my sons went there. The producer's alumni of engineering science, graduated from there. Definitely a great and amazing school. But I want to talk about all these highlights that you got, man. And your list is long, bro. Your list is long. So you might as well get used to getting and doing these podcasts. So get the nerves out now and take it like a fight because they're going to be coming in the near future. You are the 2017 Ringside Magazine champ. Now, I did a little bit of research, and it was told to me when I dug it up, PGO Nation, we got a little bit of connects, that you guys, actually, man, you have a similar story. Where we forged some things to get in the tournament. I heard that you were only actually 7 years old when you won, and you had to be 8. And when you joined this tournament, that you was fighting 8, 9, and 10-year-olds, and yet you was able to do a Houdini and wiggle your way through, and you was actually joined the tournament when you shouldn't have been in there. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got that information.
Hey, look, man, I know some people that know somebody that knows somebody. You know what I mean? Remember, I got a little reach now. So you always been basically behind the 8 ball in age, because most of the time you've been fighting people that was a lot older than you, but your talent always superseded your age. Was it a big deal for you to be fighting people that was much older than you?
No, I didn't really think about it because I knew how hard I worked at the gym. Plus, I always sparred guys older than me anyway. So I was used to it.
T.Y., you might can't hear us, but we can hear you when you talk. So if there's something you want to say, just raise your hand, T.Y., and we'll cut you out. I know you can't hear us, but I want to actually pay some respects to...
Yeah, nothing you saying. I just see a pile of belts. And that means if it's a pile of belts, that means somebody's ass got whipped and Zack pants are no longer baggy. He got more, man, look, he got Gucci belt, Louis Vuitton, Vidal Sassoon, Calvin Klein. I see all the different belts of accomplishment. So, but I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I definitely can't hear y'all, but I can feel the vibe. I ain't got to hear y'all to see what's going on, though.
Absolutely. Well said. We're going to remove this for 1 second, and then I'm going to bring up one of our sponsors and supporters of the PGO podcast. Listen, man, we have Presidential Landscaping, big supporter. If you have any grass, any lawn, no lawn is too big or too small, we go from edges to branches. We do it all. We make sure that we have your yard looking like it's a brand new lawn. So definitely give a shout out to Presidential Landscape. And if you do need your lawn taken care of, there you go right there. You can get to this man right here, KJ, and make sure that you guys use the promo code 1237 PGO. Shout out to Presidential Landscaping. All right, let's bring this flyer back up here. All right, now let's get to everything that you got through, Zach. Please give me, PGO Nation, give me some time, because this young man got a long ass resume. So now let's get into it. 2017 Ringside World Champion Your first national, you were 7 years old. You competing against kids much older. Then you come back in 2017 and win the Eastern Elite National Champ. Then you come back in the same year in 2017 and you become the USA National Outstanding Pee Wee National Champ, which means you won outstanding boxing. Then you come back in 2018 and you win the Silver Gloves National Champ. I ain't done, y'all. He comes back in 2018 and win the Western Elite National Champion. Then he comes back in 2018 again and win the whole tournament of Roy Jones Future Stars, and you become the national champ of that tournament. And in 2018 again, you come back and you win the Junior Olympic National Champions. And let me explain something to y'all before I go on, so I can get y'all to understand this, because y'all think I'm just reading stuff, right? But let me break it down. To become a national champ, that means that you have to beat everybody in Philadelphia in the locals. Then you have to go to the regionals, where you have to beat the DM. You got to beat everyone in the DMV. That goes from New York to Kentucky to DC to New Jersey to Atlantic City. And then after that, you have to go out to the nationals and beat everybody in every state if they got your weight. So I don't want anybody to slight this. This young man is dominating his professional. So let's get down to it. In 2018, you become the Junior Olympics. Now in 2019, you become the Silver Gloves National Champ again. Then you become the Eastern Elite Champion again. So you kick behind on the East, and now you go in 2019 to the West Side, and you become the Western Elite Champion. Then in 2019, you become the USA National Champion. In 2023, you become the first qualifier national champ again. This is about 14, 15 nationals you got. In 2025, you become the Junior Olympic National Champion again. And here's the picture. Let me see if I can find the picture. No, but you just won your last tournament, which was only, about a month ago, that you became the 2026 Junior Olympic Summer Festival National Champ. Was that the last national that you won, Zach?
Yeah, that was the last national. It was last month, June.
Now, winning all those nationals, which one would you say was the hardest and the most satisfying national out of all those you got? Because you got about 18 to 19 to choose from.
Well, I'm gonna give you two answers, because the hardest wasn't the most satisfying one.
Oh, really? Okay.
The most satisfying ones was the Silver Gloves.
And what year are you talking about? Because you got 17, 18, 19. Which one?
I'm gonna probably say 2019.
2019. That was the hardest national that you won?
No, it was the most satisfying.
And why that one?
Because you gotta compete at the local level, then you gotta compete at the states level, the regional, and then the national. So it was like a build up. So after that long build up, it was satisfying to finally win the whole tournament.
Oh, you get on your whole phone. You win the whole tournament. That's what I was basically saying. People don't know that there's actually 3 levels to this, because when you talk, and I think anybody on the PGO Nation is probably can recognize it. Everybody got an uncle. Hate to say that, probably a drunk or used to fight, and everybody say that they won the Golden Gloves. Y'all won the Golden Gloves? No, bro. Did you go out to the Nationals? You probably beat somebody here up the rec, or you probably beat somebody down champs. Did you go out to the Nationals and win on the highest level that could be won? So that was the most satisfying one. And which one would you say was the hardest?
The hardest, 2025 Junior Olympics.
The hardest.
Yeah, that was the hardest that I won. Because I had a hard time making weight. So every day I was fighting fatigued and weight drain. That made it harder.
So what weight are you actually now, Zach?
154 pounds.
Oh, you was a big dude. You growing up now. You at my weight now. You with the big dogs. 150. So when you was fighting, I had the same problem. I was weighing in at 139 when I first started winning my nationals. And after every fight, I would come out about 142 and a half. And I would have to jump rope and take a run and don't eat or drink anything. Are you in that stage right now where after the fight you still got to train and jump rope and spit and all that stuff? Tell some of the people some of the things that you got to do because they don't know the lifestyle of a fighter. Some of the sacrifices we got to make.
All right, basically you gotta make weight at 6 in the morning. You gotta make weight at 6 in the morning. Then you get to eat, rehydrate, and you come back and fight at 6 o'clock at night. So after the fight, after eating and rehydrating, I was gaining like 5-6 pounds at the Junior Olympics last year.
So you was going up to about 160?
No, last year I was at 132, so I was going up to 137, 138. And then so after you fight at 6 p.m., you gotta still make weight 6 a.m. that next morning.
So when you were finished fighting, how many pounds would you be over? How many pounds would you be over?
At the tournaments?
Yeah, after you fight and you were still like kind of overweight. How many pounds would you say?
5 pounds.
And what would you do from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to get those 5 pounds off?
Put on a sauna suit, jump rope, hit the pad, shadow box, and hopefully you get the weight off. Then you get on the scale. If the weight not off, then you go back and do it again.
So this is what I want people to understand, some of the sacrifices that you have to go through after dumping somebody. And you might have to do this 4 or 5 times. You might have to, because you might fight Monday. I need y'all to hear this. He may fight Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then or fight 4 or 5 times and go to the national on the championship on like a Saturday or Friday. So you had to jump rope, wear a sauna suit. Did you used to spit, like chew bubblegum all day and just spit? Or you never did that?
Nah, I did that in the mornings. If I woke up in the morning, I was still a little bit overweight. That's when I was good. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that my right hand was messed up last year too in that Junior Olympics. So in the last fight, I had messed up my right hand, but I already messed it up like 2 weeks before the tournament. So I was training on we're only using my left hand for the last 2 weeks.
So T.Y., can you hear now?
I can hear.
Yeah, but you gotta mute your phone. You got a little static.
Okay.
So Zach, what I want to ask you, I want to pull up something real quick, and I want to just get your opinion on this, and I want you to tell me what does this picture mean to you? This picture right here, this young man, your father go way back. I'm from Blumberg, he's from 25th and Thompson, around Harlem Street. This man, what does this picture mean to you? And explain your relationship that you had with your father.
This picture mean a lot to me because my dad, he been there since day one. He was the first, but he the only person that trained me, bro. I've been to a lot of tournaments with him. He sacrificed a lot for me. I sacrificed a lot to get there. We both do, and he my coach and he my dad.
That's beautiful. I know your father. He's a very humble man, integrity. We've always been solid and grounded. That's, they say, tell me who you be when I tell you who you are. I've always been a very spiritual man. He's Muslim. I see y'all guys celebrating the Eid and doing a lot of things. I want to ask you, as far as your religion and being a devoted Muslim, how have your religion helped or hindered you in boxing? And the reason why I say hindered, because some of the sacrifices that you may have to make doing boxing, like fasting, doing Ramadan and stuff like that, it can be very challenging. So how did it have that impact on you? For the good or for, as you would say, the negative aspect of it?
I've been to a couple of tournaments. Well, leading up to a couple of tournaments, I had to fast. So I really couldn't train as hard as I normally would. And so those tournaments, I think I lost all of those tournaments where I was fasting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that played a big part.
That's deep. Like, wow. So we are very spiritual. We would think that the sacrifices that we're making, that God probably would smile upon us, right? So look, God, I'm fasting, I'm doing Ramadan, I'm still doing everything. But for the for like you saying that all your fights that you believe you fast and went through Ramadan, you lost. That's and for you to stay devoted. I like y'all pictures every time I see you and family. You come from a very large family, and I think that you are an amazing young man. Weezy, anything you want to say now that you're here, baby?
First of all, I want to say, let's go to the PGO Nation. Nobody from the womb to the tomb can't stop, won't stop. What's up, Hot? How you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
That's it.
Zack.
What's
Zack
up?
Attack. How you doing, good brother?
I feel good.
Yo, man, that's crazy. You got all of those belts, man. You got every different belt. Gucci belt, WBA, WBO, Calvin Klein belt, you know, Dolce Gabbana belt. Your pants is not going to be baggy for a long time. And I see you put a lot of BTA. You know what BTA means, right?
Yeah.
Okay, belt to ass, yeah. Yeah, so basically the only thing that I want to say is that you're doing real good. I know your father as well. And the father and son dynamic is very important. Not just in boxing, in life. Because that's the first one you look up to. That's the first one, like you said, who care for you, who make the sacrifices. That's the first one who you know for surety is going to make sure that everything is right. Now, you had a lot of father and son teams in boxing, Zack Attack. I'm quite sure you know a few. You had the Judas.
Oh, he went out. He went out, Ty. He went out. But yeah, he'll be back. But until then, I want to show you something. Now, I wanted Ty to be on because I want to ask him. Boots mean a lot to us. One of my favorite fighters, Ivan Robinson. I helped him go through I was 16 years old. I was your age, and I was boxing, getting ready for Arturo Gatti. And when he beat Arturo Gatti, he gave me some signature boots. He gave me some signature boots. Ty, I'm telling Zach how important boots are to us. Because my favorite fighter, or one of my favorite fighters, Ivan Robinson, gave me some.
It's crazy, man.
You can't hear me? He can. I'm gonna have to mute him 1 second.
It's crazy.
So, Ivan Robinson gave me some signed boots, right? So I want to ask you these things right here. These things are fire, right?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
You want to know how I got these, huh?
I know why you got them. It's only one person that got them.
Huh?
There's only one person that got that picture.
Exactly. Only one person that got these pictures of these boots, man. You made a statement about these boots that you didn't like them. Why? I mean, why you ain't like them? To a certain extent. Like, what's wrong with the boots?
Now, the design, it had some real on it. I told him to leave that part out because I'm a designer with real blood.
You're going to design them for real blood. Right now, here's what I got to ask you. That's the goal. You know, bust some ice all up and make them leak on your shoes. Now, if you do that, would you actually keep the blood on the shoes to remind you of your hard work, or that's just a one-time and done thing? Or you going to stay in savage mode and pile them up with blood?
I'm going to pile them up for the whole tournament. After the tournament, I clean them. Or, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I got to see.
So you're going to put some blood, put some blood on them, huh?
Definitely.
All right, that's what we talking about. Where do that mentality come from? Of that killer mentality? Because you seem to be a nice kid, but there got to be a switch that you turn on to become a killer in the ring. Where do it come from, man? Do you feel like you got two personalities?
Yeah, I'm a different person in the ring because in the ring, you gotta be focused. It's like it's killed or be killed in the ring. So I'm not gonna get killed. I'm gonna do the killing.
So you're gonna do the killing, right on, right on. Now I got a question for you. I ask every fighter this question because in order to understand this question, you have to be a fighter. Explain that feeling when you in a locker room, right? And you know you about to come up. You going out, you watching people, because I know you watching the bout sheet, ain't you? You like, damn, I'm 15 on the bout sheet. They on bout number 12. I'm getting ready to come up. Explain that walk and what goes through your mind walking from the back room with your father to finally making it to the ring. What are you thinking about? And explain your nerves and your anxiousness.
Well, I be thinking about. I be trying to stay focused. Just tell myself to stay calm, keep everything sharp, everything fast, and I just be trying to stay locked in.
When do the nervousness go away? Because I'm quite sure you're pretty nervous, right? And at some point, no.
No, I don't really get that nervous.
You don't? Really?
No, it's not that I be nervous. I just want everything to be perfect. I don't want to like get sloppy in the ring. So I be just trying to stay focused.
So you be trying to stay focused. So as an elite amateur, you got to get some good work, right?
Yeah.
So you have to come over. So I seen you box some of the greatest pros as Andy Cruz and a few others. Tell the PGO Nation what some of the amateurs that you actually work with and which one actually gave you something that you can learn from, or you felt like, damn, this is why where he at. Like, because Zaire Rahim used to put me in check. Whenever I used to call myself turning it up, he would put me in check. What pro did you box that put you in check and remind you that you was a young boy and stay in your place?
Not here, Albright.
Woo. So you got I heard about you boxing, Woo. Not here, Albright. Anybody else? Was it anybody else?
It's another pro in my gym. He from overseas. I forgot what country. His name Pavlov or something like that. He didn't put me in my place, but he gave me good work. Like, cause I could. He was trying to hurt me for. So it was good work. Yeah, he was going full force.
Oh yeah. So some people don't play with you. How did you deal with that?
I received it. It was good. It was good work.
It was good work.
So I was firing back.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, Weezy. Now you here now.
Yo, this is the first time we ever did this. We in the booth like we rappers, side by side. So this is very important. And you brought the unity, Zack Attack. So pretty much you got answered any good questions. Let me ask you, did any fighter ever make you do this? You see what this is? Any fighters ever make you bring out your sword and just start, you know what I'm saying, guillotining, head hunting, biting down on your mouthpiece, whether it was a sparring or whether it was in a tournament? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking you. Did you go, like, blaze out?
I like what you said, though. You said head hunting.
Yeah.
Was it any other, that's a good analogy. Has it been any fights where your dad had to bite down and say, yo, man, stop head hunting. Hit the body. What are you doing? Hit the body. Bring the left hook to the body. Was there any fights where you went out there head hunting and not using your jab?
Yeah. I fought a kid named Yaya Metz.
Okay.
December last year. And I was trying to knock him out. Like, I was trying to get a first round knockout. Going straight for the head.
Going straight for the head.
I was trying to test his chin.
Was he slick?
He wasn't super slick. He was like a boxer, but he wasn't super slick.
Okay.
I was going to ask you that because in the amateurs, you run into a lot of people. Like, I grew up in an era with Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, Andre Berto. These was guys that was roommates of mine that I wound up fighting. Me and Berto had great relationships. We was talk. I was giving him information. Who is your rappy in the amateurs that's like on your level? Like, who is it that you might defer to, that you might talk to, that you might confide in? You may say, listen, we gonna be champs. Is it any amateurs that stick out? What's the name? Give me some name drops right now.
No, I don't be making that many. I don't really be making friends out in the tournaments. I'll be in my room most of the time, relaxing. Or if I go out to watch the fights, I'll be with my dad. So I don't really be like that.
So you ain't got no homies right now that you rock with when it come down to that.
I mean, if I see people from Philly, then yeah, I talk to the people from Philly, but like they're not really my homies.
Boxing is a lonely sport because if you one weight down or one weight up, I'm gonna catch you. Or you gonna try to catch me eventually. Because that's what happens from the amateurs. That's what happened from the amateurs to the pros. Y'all one weight away from each other. And once he get mastered his weight, clear it out, then what? That's what's happened with Keyshawn. With Keyshawn and Mr. Shakur Stevenson, they itch baying. And if you don't know Pig Latin, you ain't gonna know what I just told you. But if you know Pig Latin, look that up. They both being itch bayed, so they don't want to fight. You know, my brother. Zab, Judah, and Floyd was brothers too, but they rumbled. So, you know, you don't have to be friends with fighters, champ, because it's a lonely road. And when they be your friend, you know, it hurt in the end when they stab you in the back if they do. He didn't have a lot of friend fighters. He had people that he was cool with, like Ward and them, but Ward all the way north of you. You ain't got to worry about fighting Ward. Ward fighting light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Now,
you know, it's something to think about.
Now, you ain't got no friends, but you got any enemies? Is it anybody in your way, anybody that you know that you keep your eye out on, like, damn? You know what I mean? I want to ask you this.
Great question.
Who was, when you go to these tournaments, right? Who was the first one that caught your eye? Like, damn, homie, nice. Because I'm going to give you a quick story. I was on the National Pal, and Andre Berto, because you know how it is, right? You got 3 rings, and everybody fighting. And I'm doing my thing, right? You go out and watch the fights, right? You see who else throwing down, right?
Yeah.
So I see Berto, so I'm like, damn, young boy, sharp as hell. And I'm like, I ain't nervous, but I'm like, damn, I might have to see ball. Because you know, what's the first thing you do when you get to the fight? You start eyeballing, you sizing everybody up, right? Damn, he look like he 38. Damn, he look like he 54. I'm telling y'all what we do, yo. Let them know, Zach. The first thing we do is size people up. We want to know if they southpaw. And to this day, Zach, every time I see somebody that's left-handed, it stands out. And I'm like, yo, it's because I was a fighter, man. And it's like my mind been trained to find a southpaw. You think, damn, boy, southpaw. Well, you look like my weight. So let me get back to it. I'm watching Berto, and I'm like, damn, boy, sharp as hell. And one day I'm hitting the pads, and Berto looking at me. And he see me. So now I try to turn my shit out. Like, yeah. Like, I'm watching you, you watching me now. And I went to go walk, and he was like, yo, what weight is you? And I was like, I'm 147. He was like, oh, man, damn. I thought I was going to have to fight you. And I said, I ain't lying either, bro. I thought I was going to have to fight you. Shit, I'm happy I ain't got to fight you. So is there anybody that caught your attention at any of these tournaments?
Yeah, like the older guys, because I think I'm gonna eventually have to fight them if I'm trying to go to the Olympics.
There you go. Yup. And be honest with yourself and be truthful with yourself, so champ, because that's real.
Drop that name.
Yep.
Drop that name. Come on, this PGO, this unfiltered debate, man. Drop that name. Who is he? Who you got your eye on, Zach? Come on.
I can't remember his name. He the he won at 154. He on the elite team. I can't remember his name right now.
Salim? He from Philly?
No, Salim. He lighter than me. Salim at 132.
Hey, Salim.
Oh, Salim. Okay, so it ain't. So I was watching Salim. Yeah. Okay. So it ain't Salim.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. So you got one. So now listen, you're a Leo like me, man. What's up, man? Leo in the building, baby. You July 31st, right? You be turning 17. When would you actually be turning open to now be able to qualify for the Olympics? Would it be your 17th birthday, right?
No, my 18th birthday.
18. So now
18.
You got to be 18 now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow.
A lot of the rules changed, just like the weight class went from 39 to 41 or 42 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The welterweight went from 47 to 52 or 51. A lot of things change, even with your age, because it's getting more political now. And I guess that they're trying to make sure that at least y'all legal.
Yeah.
Now, watch this.
You got to be 18 in order to fight on Olympic team, but you got people from Mexico turning pro at 16. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
You got Sweet 16, huh?
That don't make no sense at all.
I know. Sweet 16 turning pro, and they starting early. They over there fighting. Cab drivers and tourists and hitchhikers. You did what I'm saying? They fighting hitchhikers, but they 16 and they just getting used to being pro.
PGO Nation, while you on, man? Let's get
Smash
those
the
likes
like
up.
button and subscribe.
Smash the like
When
button.
your next
subscribe.
tournament, Zach?
September 26th to October 3rd.
What is it? Which tournament is it?
It's the Eastern qualifiers, I think. Yeah, I think
And these qualifiers, what's the end goal? Because like the Olympics is not coming up, so the qualifiers, what does that mean right now? Because I'm a little lost with the amateur game because they added so much more. It became so vast now. So the qualifiers, if you win that, what do you qualify for?
You qualify for the nationals in December, but it's really just to boost your rankings.
What rank are you now, Zach?
I should be in the top 3 of 154 because I just won the summer festival, but I don't know if they updated it yet.
So yeah, you moved up, so they're not going to jump you to 1. That's not going to happen.
You got to whoop ass to get to 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Until
you got to
you
go in
able,
there and take it to them. Bite down on your mouthpiece.
Now, give me 1 second. I got to get ready to shout out to one of our sponsors again and one of our big supporters. Laid by Yaya. Let me play that back. Laid by Yaya, for all you lovely ladies that love hair. She do sew-in, she do weaves, micros. There's nothing that this young lady cannot do. If you need your hair done, she'll make you a hat to cover your scalp. Absolutely, this is what she do. Shout out to one of our supporters, one of our sponsors, Laid by Yaya. Ladies, if you need your hair done, anything that you need, trust me, the girl got magic hands.
Beautiful.
She will have you looking the way you need to look.
The queen wears and loves the crown.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to this now. Back to business.
Now watch this. Can Made by Yaya do something with this?
Nah, bro.
Whoa, you just told me that she can do. Hold on. You can't be contradicting yourself. She can't do nothing with all this.
I'm quite sure.
Chia. Oh, damn. Okay.
All right, Zach, let me ask you this. You go to an elite school in engineering science. Ooh. So this may sound like a crazy question, but I didn't really love boxing, Zach. I just realized that I was good at it one day. What is the goal? Because they always say after boxing, you got to find a career. Is boxing what you want to do? Or this elite school is you going to catapult yourself to go into another career? What do you want to be in life? Is it a boxer? Is it a lawyer? What is it that you want to be?
Boxer.
So boxing is what you're going to do. So now I have to ask you.
Great answer. The end.
But when you
go punch on people,
when you go to a school like ENS, I mean, how are you going to break this down to your pop? Like, well, your pop might buy it. You got to break this down to your Uma, your Ima. You got to break it down to her and explain to her, like, look, I might not be going to college.
His Imam will buy it if he get the WBO, WBA.
But I want to hear this. So after this grade school, engineering science, beautiful. We done with school?
Yeah.
You trying to get him in trouble?
Yeah, I'm done with school. I'm gonna focus on boxing. School be in the way.
School be
in the way. Yeah, seriously. School be in the way like the next opponent.
I gotta ask him the question. Listen,
keeping it
man.
real. Okay, no doubt.
I'm giving a young man his props. You don't pop up in engineering science. You don't pop up in Central, and you don't pop up in Masterman, right? These are elite schools.
No, hold on for a minute. Benjamin Franklin, the Fitness Academy was 1-2. You crazy. Benjamin Franklin had some nerds, and I was one of them. I just was a fly nerd.
No, listen.
That's all. No, go ahead. Back to you, Zack Attack.
Benjamin.
But you ain't gonna be little Ben Franklin.
I graduated from Ben Franklin.
Electric on a key and a kite. Come on, man. You ain't gonna do.
And he logged off. Sub chat. What's going on, chat? Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me?
Can I be heard? I don't know what happened to my laptop, but it just crashed on me. But I'm back at it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, that's all that matter. I'm back. Listen, we not gonna stop this interview like that. Hell to the no. So you definitely just gonna let it be known that you just going and you gonna go full time. Listen, the 2000. Have you got any looks from any promoters or managers? Have you locked in with any famous fighters that may have looked at you at any way, or because at a certain time they're going to start coming, Zach? They're going to start coming. So have you met any famous fighters?
The most famous fighter that I've been in the ring with was Andy Cruz, but the other pros, I spar other pros, but they all been local.
In
Like,
your travelings from tournament to tournaments, have you met or had any conversations with any professional fighter? Because I know one that you might not, you ain't even thinking about him, and he jumped here on here and said that he was going to tune in. You can't remember?
no, I can't remember who you talking about.
Oh man, Teofimo Lopez. He was
Oh
the
yeah,
first one
yeah,
in here on the live and said, "Yo, Zach, I'm tuning in. Take over promotions, baby."
Yeah, I seen it. I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I met Teofimo at a show in Florida. That was a couple years ago though.
So how was it like meeting him and talking to him?
We ain't talk much. Like he was just there. He was there. He there. Well, he came there to support the show. So I ain't really talked to him that much. I took a picture with him, but he probably be tuning in into the Instagram, or he might know other amateur boxers, or he might watch the lives and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about your top 10. Your top 10 Philly fighters. Producers, would you be able to bring up the top 10, his top 10 so we can get ready to go over that real quick? Let me see if we can get that pulled up. Let's see. Because I can't see him. Producer, are you there so we can get the top 10 pulled up? I actually got your top 10. Let me see if this is it. I can't see the top 10. Let me see if this is it. No, that's not it. 1 second. I think it's this one. Let me see. No. There we go. All right. Let's get your top 10. So your number one boxer that you got is Bernard Hopkins. Why did you choose Bernard?
He's the oldest world champion. He had a crazy amount of title defenses. He a Hall of Famer.
Hold on 1
He probably
second.
was one of the most best fundamental boxers.
Where did it go? It disappeared. We just having everything messed up today. I don't know where it just disappeared to. Give me 1 second. All right, so you had do you got them offhand? Who you had? You had Bernard number one. You had Joe Frazier, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Joe Frazier number 2, heavyweight world champion. I think I'm not sure if Joe Frazier won a gold
He
medal or
did.
not.
He
He
did.
did.
Yeah, he won a gold medal. He was an Olympic gold medalist.
I think he's the first person to beat Muhammad Ali.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Who else did you have? I know a couple of them that you had because they was on my top 10. Who else do you remember you had? You
Boots.
had.
Definitely Boots.
Oh, you definitely got Boots. Oh yeah, Boots got to listen. Boots got to start being Philadelphia top 10. At this point, he got to be everybody in everybody top 10 at this point. You had Boots. You had Danny Garcia.
Yeah, Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia is underrated, man. Danny Garcia fought a lot of dogs, man, from Earl Spence to Sean Porter. I mean, man, to Lamont Peterson. You had here's a good one that you had that I thought was interesting. You had Terrible Tim Witherspoon,
Yeah, heavyweight world champion. He a world champion. He gotta be in there.
two-time world champ. You had one of my favorite fighters. You had Zaire Rahim.
Yeah.
You know who you didn't have?
Who that?
That guy right there that I just brought up. You ain't have Meldrick Teller. I don't think you had Meldrick Teller on your list.
No, he
You
was
had,
on the list.
oh, you had Mel on?
Yeah, Magic Teller gold medalist.
Absolutely. And he was two-time world champ, one of the fastest fighters that we ever known.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting up here, you like an 18-time national champ. You can't turn until you 18, but is your goal definitely to stick around and try to make the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make the 2028 Olympics.
The 2028 Olympics. Now, for whatever reason, if you do not make the Olympics, will you stay around to 2032?
No, I can't. I'm not staying that long.
You're not gonna stay that long, but you'll only be 22.
I'll be 23. I could be world
23.
champion by that age.
That is true. That is true. Now, you kind of got spoiled with winning, right? For the most part. What loss was most disappointing? And do you always have attitudes, or do you always feel some type of way when you lost, or you just take it on the chin and say you win some and you lose some?
I take him on a. If I feel like I got beat or it was a good fight, I'll take it on the chin. Come back stronger the next tournament. Work on what I gotta work on.
Now, when you are on your tournaments, because you seem to be like a kind of reserved kid or shy, do you ever feel like that you gonna probably be like outgoing when you might if you become the champ? You think you'll become outgoing, or you'll be more reserved, more? I wouldn't say you shy. I would just say you reserved. Would you be more up to doing like more interviews, or you probably want more of your privacy?
I do some interviews. I ain't do the interview the last tournament because I ain't even fighting the championships. My opponent was injured.
So you got like a walkover.
Yeah, I got to walk over it.
So explain to the PGO Nation what exactly a walkover is, or like a bye, because you get buys in amateur. So help them break that down.
All right, so a bye is if the weight class is uneven, like say it's 11 people in the weight class, then the number one seed gets a bye. So the number one seed doesn't fight the first day, and the rest of the 10 people fight each other. So that's what a bye is. But a walkover is when the match is supposed to happen, and for some reason a boxer he can't compete in the match. It could either be from missing weight or injury, or he just didn't show up.
Okay, so I never got a buy. I'm being honest. I never got a buy. I was in 139, 147, and 150 in those two weight classes. You never get buys in those weight classes. Never. You always gonna fight. So who or what was it that got you into boxing?
My older brother.
Your older brother? I would have thought that was your pop. It was your older brother. How did that come about?
He used to box before me, and one day I went to the gym with him, and I fell in love with boxing.
And you never turned back. TY actually got me into boxing. I went to a fight with TY and Happy Hollow He fought well, but he didn't win. And I remember telling him, I was like a young boy, and I was like, "Don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna be a boxer, and I'm gonna beat everybody up for you." Because he used to, of course, take up for me. So it was your older brother that got you into boxing.
Yeah.
Now, my brother talked about this earlier about the dynamic between a father and a son relationship. Have you ever felt like that your father was forcing you to box, and as you got older, you begin to regret that and say, now I understand why my dad forced me or made me do that? Because as a young kid, you might not understand the sacrifices, the discipline, the hard work. Did you grow into that? Or was there ever a moment where you was like, man, I don't want to do this no more, da, 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 like you get on my nerves or whatever like that? But now you're getting older, the success is coming, you now can appreciate it?
No, my dad, he never forced me to box. Most of the times I wanted to cut weight so I could have an advantage, and that was extremely hard working. So he ain't never have to make me like get up and run or nothing like that. But the times that I didn't feel like boxing or I didn't feel like making weight, I just skipped that tournament and be back the next tournament.
So you have a question. The question is, do you have any challenges from your classmates about your skills in boxing? Like, do anybody be trying you like that box? Because one of the things people always say to me, that boxing don't mean nothing, man. This street fighting. Do you get challenged?
No, nobody be challenging. They don't be challenging me.
Really? No. So nobody,
Uh,
fat mouth. Um, have you like ever like fought on TV and told like your friends and classmates to watch you?
yeah, I be sending them the links sometimes.
And how do that make you feel? Do you ever be nervous just thinking like, damn, I need to perform because you're gonna get clowned? Have any of your classmates witnessed you lose?
Yeah, they see me lose. They seen me lose before, but
And what did they say? What was the energy when you got back in school?
well, I don't care what they be saying because I know they can't beat me.
Have you ever gotten into like any arguments like that? And people feel like that did they put you in the place of a bully because they know you can fight? Have you ever got that? Like you just you can fight, so now you want to pick with people.
Nah, I don't be doing that.
Oh, you don't be doing that.
Nah. And I
T.Y.,
res-
anything you want to say since you back?
Well, basically he can't be a bully if he just
I can't hear
defended
him.
himself. Normally, a bully is someone
Oh,
who
you can't
picks
hear.
on people in vanity for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just picking. You picking for no reason, and then you ask the bully, "Why are you picking?" And they go like this. Mm-hmm. That's a bully. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he fight too well to even think about being a bully. He really can fight. He hurt someone. So, you know, he ain't got time to be a bully. That's too much negative.
So Ty losing service real bad. So is there anything that you want to say now that you want to put your gloves on podcast, man? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Your family members, any fighters, anything that you want to say now? The floor is yours, champ. You can say what you want to say, my guy.
I want to give a shout out to everybody, to all my fans, all my supporters, everybody who be watching, tuned in, and I got something special for y'all in September.
I know that's right. Listen, man, I've been getting back into shape. I don't know. Did you see me hitting the bag?
I ain't see it.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna have to show you, man. Old man still got. I need some work, man. Can I get some work?
We get some work anytime.
How many rounds you got for me?
How many you could do?
Oh, what you mean? How many I could do?
I'm not
Look,
gonna do
man,
something.
I do 4 minutes 30 seconds, right? You know I'm
That's
dungeon
cool.
style.
I did that before.
Well, you did it before, but that ain't what you do. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm just joking, man. I ain't getting in there and let you kick my ass. You crazy? Them days is over with, Zach. You the man now. Like Bud told Boots, it's your era. I'm out of here. Listen, man, I want to thank you for actually getting on. You're an amazing man. You answered all my questions. Intelligent. Like I said, ENS, I'm gonna always big that up. That is one of the top schools in Philadelphia, and you're gonna let it go for your boxing career. I'm not mad. Oh, let me say this real quick before I let you go, because I'm sitting up here talking trash about college and stuff like that, right? I was in Temple University majoring in accounting, right? I wound up going away in 1999. You know, the tryouts or the Olympic trials is the year before the Olympics when you make it. So I was a full-time student, man. I had 6 classes and everything, Temple University. I go away to Florida for the national power. I lose in the finals, but I miss a whole week, right? So I come back to school. But you know, the U.S. Championship is right after the national power in early January, whatever. So I wound up going away again, and I won. And this time when I won, Zach, Shelly Finkel was giving me a call, Lou Duva, and when I won, it made me like rank number 3 in the country. So I wound up, I was making like $5,000-$6,000 at the age of 17, right?
Yeah.
1 second. At the age of 17, and when I got back, my teacher was like, or my mentor was like, listen, man, we can save your GPA if you drop your law and society class and your computer class. I was like, miss, you could drop all this. I am out. I walked straight out that day and never turned back and gave up my career of being an accountant because I wanted to be an accountant. So listen, I don't knock you, bro. If boxing is what you want to do, you got the skills. Stay disciplined, Zach. Stay humble like you are, and the future is yours, man. I'm going to play your tribute again because I love the tribute, and I'm going to send it to you, and it's going to be yours. Producer, will you be able to bring up the tribute again as we get ready to close out, please?
Kinda need a little homies, wanna be like on my knees in the night.
Gotta start that back.
This is not the GOAT. You wanna see the real GOAT? Do you wanna see who's the real GOAT? I'll show you a real GOAT. I'll show you the real GOAT.
In the chat saying, listen, don't wait, young boy. Do what you got to do, man. So you got your support on telling you to go to the Olympics and do what you need to do. So 2028, here we come, man. I'm going to definitely support you and get behind you, man. Stay in touch. You always welcome to come on the podcast. And with your next tournament that you win, we can have you back on. All right, man?
All right.
Keep your head up and keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank you for having me.
I'm at to close it out like as Wild Weezy was saying. Now you know, blow for blow, it's PGO. Yeah. Thanks, man. I support you guys, man. Love you guys. PGO Nation, baby.
What's good, PGO Nation? This is Ant the Messenger along with Wild Weezy Social Media Encyclopedia. Now you know, blow for blow, it's PGO.